Of course, I've never thought about it, how deep, how many centimeters you need for a step. I have no clue. Do you know that? Do you know that? So honestly, I never thought about it. Laying tiles offers like 1,000 possibilities, 1,000 opportunities.
Until here you will come like this. You will have a breaking here.
Probably it's easier to go that line.
And then here you need to change.
Yes. I would. Or you do the cut here to do this.
To build a house is for me usually, let's say, a good dose of common sense.
How to build a dream house in Costa Rica.
The biggest adventure of our life. As you might have seen, we already have a roof for our loft. Still missing is the roof work for our big L villa. And that starts now. 300 square meter, that's quite a huge roof. We have thought of two special features for the roof. First, the roof material. I think that the majority of all houses in Santa Teresa are using a zinc roof, which is a metal, and usually it's white. For our house, for the bigger house, for the L-shaped house, it doesn't fit because it's all about contrast, the idea, and for me it would be like more elegant if we use something differently. So we had the discussions with Martin, our friend and co-owner of the house, and we decided to use Decra. Decra is dark, and the benefit of Decra is it lasts way longer, I think like 10-15 years longer, but it's more expensive. But for me it's pretty affordable. I think we paid like 20,000 more in total of a 300 square meter roof. So at the end it's affordable, it's okay, and it lasts 15 years longer, so at the end of the day it's actually cheaper. And it's nicer in design, and I really like it.
The second feature.
Shrimp has a huge overhanging roof, and underneath. So the speciality of shrimp. Yum! Oh sorry. Sorry, I forgot that I have the microphone. So the speciality of shrimp is a huge overhanging roof and a huge deck. If you have a huge overhanging roof and a huge deck, you have like one more room, a huge living room outside. In the tropics, you can basically use the outdoor space as a forever living space because you can be outside every day. The point why you need a huge overhanging roof is that in the tropics we have a lot of rain in the rainy season. If you don't have a roof, you can't sit outside. Plus, in the dry season, you can't be outside because it's really, really sunny. So you need shade. So you need a roof, overhanging, big. Plus, it's an amazing design piece. The whole overhanging roof is its own statement of design. In love, Andy?
Yes, I am. I love the roof, actually. And the pool. The pool is pretty nice.
It looks nice.
It's bigger than expected.
It's huge.
But, you know, sometimes it's different. You hear the square meter, but to hear square meter and to see square meter, it's pretty different.
Yes.
Huh? Isn't it? Looks bigger than expected.
30 square meter of pool. And now that we have already a dark roof, a bright tropical as a pool color makes sense. We choose aquamarine, a mixture of green and blue, Caribbean style on the Pacific. But of course, that work comes much later.
From the pool to the pool. As always, Andy has to explain what we were thinking, because he just loves to talk. And I love him.
So the bend is going to be like, let's see, here.
So in case you did not understand Andy either, we will have a bench in L shape with sea view, and the pool is 12 square meters.
So at the end of the week we're going to have a structure of concrete.
And as always, when it comes to pouring concrete, muy rápido.
Aquí estamos chorreando la piscina, haciendo concreto para chorrear una piscina.
It's impressive what kind of system they have. I mean, it's like you would imagine it, but I don't think that a worker in Europe would work like this. You bring the concrete from this distance by hand here, and while they pour it, there is a guy standing there. He's completely full of concrete. And it's really hot. I mean, you see my face. Everything
Yes.
I'm completely wet, and I don't do the hard work.
It's so fast, no? It's like well organized. Everybody's like doing the same at the same time.
Yay! The two pools for the two houses are ready and filled with concrete.
Wow, the pool, the structure. Concrete. It looks bigger than expected, doesn't it? No? Right?
I think it is especially deeper than expected. I was quite surprised that it actually goes up to my throat. It's very deep. I think they looked at Andy and decided a very tall German man needs to use this pool. Let's make it like half a meter deeper than normal. It's really deep. Whether deep or not, standards apply to the height of the stairs. But we didn't know them at the time. But somehow a solution is always found.
To build a house is for me usually, let's say, a good dose of common sense. And that means sometimes, of course, I've never thought about it, how deep, how many centimeters you need for a step. I have no clue. Do you know that? Do you know that? No. No. Do you know that? So honestly, I never thought about it. Why should I?
Ok, si tú bajas 25 acá y 25 acá, ok, porque es el primer peldaño. Entonces el otro.
So I was in the situation coming to the pool, and the maestro de obra, Rafa, asked me what is the exact size and the measures of the steps for the pool. Do we have 4 or 5? Is it 15 or 17 or 20 centimeter? So I don't know how many steps we did now. 3, 4? No, at least 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So I learned a step has between 15 and 18 centimeters. We need for this pool 5 steps, and we're ending up in a depth of 1 meter 50, which is really deep. Come on.
One very interesting thing when you build in the tropics is that you have a dry season, a rainy season, at least here on the peninsula. In dry season, you know, it will never rain, never. There's sun every day, so you can follow a certain building plan and it goes very, very quick. But in rainy season, what we have now, it depends on which stage you are. If you already have a roof, work can continue. But if you're working on the fundament, it could be that you can't continue working for 2 weeks. because you cannot make a fundament when it's raining, because you cannot make concrete while it's raining. And you have to, I mean, it changes within a minute or two from it's really hot to rain. And you're completely wet until your underwear, poor workers. We decided to use natural tiles. Advantage: great color and pleasant on the foot. But natural tiles also have a disadvantage. They are super easy to damage, like this one. And I would argue that the company that sold us these tiles here did not quite stick to the truth.
Laying tiles offers like 1,000 possibilities, 1,000 opportunities, because you can do it like vertical, this is vertical, right? This is vertical. So you can do it vertical, or you can do it horizontal, or you can do it all in one line, or like this, or like this, or you can do it like this, and this, and this. So you have like, you can do whatever you want as long as you're keeping the measures. The challenge is before or when you order, you need like 15% spare. That's super important. So don't forget this. If you don't have the spare, you will end up in a situation you don't want. So as long as you have the right square meter plus 15%, you're fine. And then you can do whatever you want. So it doesn't matter. It's like more about your taste.
I think it's like a plain structure because everything is exactly the same here. Or you break it, then you need like this wall.
See, but here you go like this.
Yeah, that's okay. Why not?
Here you go like this.
Yes.
If you do the change, you know.
What is easier?
But until here you will come like this. You will have a breaking here.
Probably it's easier to go that line.
And then here you need to change.
Yes. But I would. Or you do the cut here to do this. Probably this is more natural.
I don't know because the floor is here. The floor is this line.
Yes. So it's there. The division is here.
I have one general principle, and the general principle is I always try to follow the design. So if for example, in the loft, we have like a very straight design, everything is like this and this. It's actually, everything is rectangle. And if everything is rectangle, I follow the design, the pool as well, because it makes sense. Plus, listen to the workers, which is the most simple way to lay a tile. Because if it's easy for them, the result will be better.
Still missing is a work that particularly fascinated Esther.
I come to the construction in the morning and I saw this fields full of stone, and it looks like they make salt. It looks like a salt production outside of the construction. And then I was like, what the hell are they doing? And I didn't realize, it took me a while. But they had like tons of little whitish stones, hand-colored, and they were sorting out the ones that didn't have the right shade. And then, when they finish this, they make the frame of the pool with it, that you don't slip. But it's handmade, so they take out all the dark ones, all the two white ones, and then they hammer it into the concrete around the pool. Handcraft. But it's the frame of the pool is completely handmade with hand-picked stone.
And it's super soft.
It's perfect on the feet, I love it.
So my conclusion about the pool, like about both pools, is they are huge, both of them. Both of them bigger than expected, both of them deeper than expected, and both of them nicer than expected. So that's pretty cool, no? Honestly, it's okay. Here's like one secret. I'm so excited to have a pool. I've never had a pool in my life. Why should I? Because in Germany you don't need a pool. For what? So it's the first pool in my life, or let's say the first two pools in my life. Not true. We have already 3 in greenhouse, but However, it's my first personal private pool, and I can't wait to jump in. It's really so amazing.
The tiles arrived, and what is really amazing is the amount of time it takes until I think like 20 men unload tiles. It was like the things arrived, I was there really excited, yeah, and then boom, men, unload, start, and it's the tiles of my dreams and they finally arrive. I love square tiles.
No.
Andy hates squares because he's old.
Well, yes, I'm old, but I'm not way too old for this. You know, squares are not nice, that's all. So for me, I think I have a trauma from the 70s.